After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Escaping a tackle at the 25. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Here we go.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here's Burrow. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Play fake. Here's Love. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Throwing, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Packers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line.
That's another Green Bay Packer.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Ready. Set.
Love looking to throw it. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Matthew Golden, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now a 2nd and 10.
Yellow, blue, go. Set.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this is not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2nd and 10.
11, 11, 11. Here we go. Stop. Ready? 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
11, 11. Stop.
Now Burrow. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Love, they go play action now. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Going back to Love. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the first down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a first down.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kid team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Burrow will throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Burrow looking to pass. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 63 yards. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
33, yellow.
To throw now. Here's Love. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Love, he's going to change the play here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue, 52, blue. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, they were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to...
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, 73 yards. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Bengals 17. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2.
Ready, pause, red. Blaster.
Now Love. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
On 4th down, Love. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jaden Reed, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone. They throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up. You end up throwing a pick. Everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out. I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
11 MT, take. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
Looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down, Bengals.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. White 80. White 80. 11, 11, 11. Shot.
To the air again, Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. They can. 11, 11, 11. Shot.
Here's Burrow. That's good for 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
11 Thomas. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
On first and 10, here's Brown. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Striker. 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but to get zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From the 41, here's second down and 7. Here's a handoff to Jenkins running left. They'll wind up getting 4 out of the 36. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
This offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
11.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. That ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Over the middle, he's got Golden. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up the 4th.
He'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Love from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here.
53-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. And Burrow going to change the play. On first down, they'll drop to throw. Looking deep here for Chase. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. Well, probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11 Thomas.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dancing to his left. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
I'm wondering.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 11 and 3. 11 and 3.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs from the gun. In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And that will force a turnover on downs.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Now Burrow.
This is Fant on the short completion.
Here's 2nd down.
To throw, Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So we're back to a 1-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the 1 timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance of getting the ball back.
And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Green Bay, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.